locate you. Where on earth have you been?
Everywhere, all over town.
Your pop came home to dinner tonight. He was mad when you didn't show up. He's taking a nap now.
I went up and down Main Street in almost every store. I brought my wedding shoes and my dress. I talked to almost everyone in the town.
What for, pray tell?
I was telling everybody about the wedding and my plans.
You mean just people on the street?
Everyone. The storekeepers, the monkey and the monkey man, a soldier, everyone. The soldier even asked me if I wanted to go on a date. I don't know what you do on dates.
Frankie, I honestly believe you're going crazy, going around town telling these lies. You know in your heart this mania is foolishness.
Please call me F. Jasmine. I don't want to have to tell you again. And all my good stuff needs to be washed and ironed so I can fit it in my suitcase. Everyone really believes I'm going, except Papa. He's so stubborn sometimes. There's no sense arguing with someone like him.
Me and Mr. Adams has some sense.
Papa was working on his bench today when I walked past him at the store. I asked him if I could buy the wedding clothes. He said charge him at McDougall's. But he won't listen to any of my plans. He never listens to anything I say. He just sits there and stares at the grindstone and answers with kinds of grunts. He never listens to me. Sometimes I wonder if he really loves me.
Of course he loves you. He's just a busy widowman on his way.
I'm gonna find some tissue paper from my suitcase.
Truly, Frankie? What makes you think they even want you to tag along? 2 is a company and 3 is a crowd. That's the main thing about a wedding. 2 is a company and 3 is a crowd.
Just wait and see.
Remember back to the time of the flood?
Yeah? So, what's that got to do with it?
Noah and the ark, the way he admitted the creatures?
Shut up with your big old mouth.
He admitted them 2 by 2.
You just wait and see. They're gonna take me with them.
What if they don't?
I'll kill myself.
Kill yourself how?
I'll shoot myself in the side of the head with a pistol under the handkerchiefs in Dad's drawer where Mom's picture is.
Mr. Adams said about playing with that pistol. Set the table. Your dinner's ready. Set a plate for John Henry and for me. I've known some peculiar things, like women or men that fall in love with women so ugly that you'd wonder if their eyes are straight.
Like who?
Like women that fall in love with Satans, and men who think they fall in love with men. You know Lily Mae Jenkins?
I'm not sure. I know a lot of people.
Well, either you know him or you don't. He runs around in a girl's blouse with one arm out. He's changed his nature, he's changed his sex. He even fell in love with another man.
What?
He did, with all intents and purposes. Lord, thank you for this food. Amen.
It's funny. I can't seem to know who you're talking about. I used to think I knew so many people.
Willie Mae Jenkins is not someone you need to know.
Anyway, I don't believe you.
I'm not arguing with you. What were we talking about anyway?
Peculiar things.
Ah, peculiar things. I've seen some peculiar things in my life, but never someone falling in love with a wedding. And I've come to a conclusion.
How did he turn into a girl? Did he kiss his elbow?
It was just one of those crazy things. But yeah, I've come to a conclusion. All you need is a white boo. A little white boo.
A boo? What would I do with a boo? Like a soldier that would take me to idle hour?
Not a soldier, but just a little white boo, like Barney next door.
Barney McKean? That nasty Barney McKean?
Certainly, you could just make out with him until someone better comes along. You know he would do.
You've got to be the craziest person in this town.
The crazies calling the same crazy.
Oh look, there's Barney and Helen Fletcher right there. They go back behind the West Garage. I don't know what they do back there, but it's something bad.
If you don't know what they do, how do you know it's something bad?
I don't know. They don't let anybody watch them. I think they go back there and watch each other while they pee.
Well, I saw them once.
What do they do?
Well, they don't go pee-pee, I know that.
Then what do they do?
I don't know, but I watched them. They do something back there. So, Bernice, how many boos have you been catching?
How many? How many carrots are on this plate? You're talking to Miss Bernice Brown.
I think you ought to quit worrying about booze and be satisfied with TT. I bet you're 40 years old.
Wise mouth? How do you know so much? I'm not as old as people may think around here. I haven't changed life yet.
Did they ever treat you to the picture show?
Picture show, other things, one or another. Wipe off your mouth.
I hear the piano tuning man.
I seriously believe this is the last straw.
Me too.
It makes me sad and jittery sometimes. I hear that in Milledgeville, when they want to punish the crazy people, they tie them up and make them listen to piano tuning.
We could just turn on the radio and drown them out.
I don't put the radio on, but you better listen to the radio after I leave. Someday, you're going to hear us. They're going to ask us to speak.
Speak about what, pray tell?
I don't know what they're going to ask us to speak about, an eyewitness account or something, but they're going to ask us to speak.
I'm not following. What are we gonna eyewitness? Who's asking us to speak?
Frankie, we're gonna speak?
Oh, you guys thought I meant you and me and John Henry West. On the World Radio? That's gotta be the funniest thing I've ever heard since I was born.
Who? What?
Whoa! Whoa, it's a club of girls! I thought I told those sons of female dogs to stay off my lawn. I've told them so many times they don't need to put a foot on my papa's property.
Just ignore them. Act like they're not there.
Don't even mention those crooks to me.
Oh, I think I hear the doorbell.
Why don't you show me your new dress? Why, Titi, what are you doing here this time of day?
Got to know Miss Bernice. I'm sorry to say I'm on a sad mission.
What's wrong?
It's about Sister Laura Thomas. She suddenly had a stroke today and died.
What? Why, she was here just yesterday. We were eating her peas and they're still in my stomach. Now she's dead. Oh, the Lord works in mysterious ways.
She passed away just this morning.
Who is it that's dead? Sis Laura, dear.
Dang, to think she just passed by here yesterday. Miss Bernice, I'm going around collecting donations for the funeral. The policy people are saying that Sister Laura's claims have lapsed.
Well, here's 50 cents, dear. Poor old soul.
Thank you. She was as brave as a chipmunk to the last. The Lord had appointed the time for her. I hope I go that way. I've got something to show you all. Close your eyes and don't open them until I tell you to. These are the wedding clothes.
Oh, how pretty.
Where have you been?
I had to go to the bathroom.
Now tell me your honest opinion. What's wrong, Bernice? You don't like it?
No, it just don't do.
What do you mean, it don't do?
Exactly that. It just don't do.
Well, what's wrong with it? I don't understand.
If you can't see it, I can't explain it. Just look at your head to start with. You gone and shaved off all your hair like a convict, and now you tie a bow around it? It just looks peculiar.
But I'm gonna wash and stretch my hair tonight.
Stretch your hair? You're gonna stretch your hair. And look at your elbows. There you go, in a grown woman's dress with a brown crust all over your elbows. The two just don't mix. Take the dress back to the store.
I can't take it back. It's bargain basement.
Fine. Let me see what I can do.
I think you're just not accustomed to seeing anyone all dressed up.
I'm not accustomed to seeing a human Christmas tree in August.
Frankie, you look like a Christmas tree. You two-faced Judas. You just told me I looked pretty. You double-faced Judas.
Step back a little bit.
Don't you honestly think I look pretty? Just give me your candy opinion.
I honestly have never known someone so unreasonable. You asked for my candy opinion, I give you my candy opinion. You ask for it again, I give it again. You don't want my honest opinion. You just want a good opinion of something I know isn't right.
But I only want to look pretty.
Pretty is as pretty does. You'll look well enough for anyone's wedding, except your own.